Hey guys, this is my third haul video. What I've got today is several books from Marvel and DC that I've grabbed through mail calls and auctions. Nothing really major. I do got some old X-Men issues and then a couple DC keys that I want to show off. The rest of it's pretty much filler books. Most of them, almost all of them, for $1 or less. So we'll go ahead and start. This first book is Captain America number 357. It's part of the Bloodstone Hunt storyline. That's the same storyline that introduces Crossbones into the world of Captain America in Marvel Comics. Daredevil number 212. Just, I love Daredevil from the 80s. This is a cool cover here with Daredevil on the Kingpin. Daredevil 213. Daredevil 223, To Face the Beyonder, Alone. This is a Secret Wars 2 tie-in issue. I really do not like the logo that they went to for, I don't know how long of a run they went to, and did not care for it. This is so much better. Just the classic Daredevil. And this is just, I just don't get it, but, you know, they eventually did go back to this, and this looks so much better. Sometimes if it's not broke, don't fix it, and this here, not broke, not in my eyes. Daredevil number 103 from the Volume 2 run of Daredevil. Ed Brubaker was the writer here. Definitely need to check out Ed Brubaker if you haven't. He really is a great writer. He currently, I'm getting Kill or Be Killed from Image Comics that he's doing now. If you're into crime stories, no holds barred, you know, leave it all on the table kind of stuff, you definitely need to check out his work. And I look forward to reading some of his Daredevil work. And Daredevil 105, also Brubaker. Black Panther number 22. Just have this for the Moon Knight cover. And speaking of Moon Knight, Mark Spector Moon Knight number 60. The final phase, also the final issue. This is a great cover, black and white. And it just, Moon Knight stands out so great on it. Stephen Platt was the artist. He really got his name out there by doing Moon Knight. Started with issue number 55, I believe. So that's some of the more expensive Moon Knight issues to get is early Stephen Platt. But this here, definitely glad to own it. Alpha Flight 106. I got this for $1. I was hoping it was a first print. It's a second print, but it's not a big deal because it was $1. This issue is very important. It is the issue where North Star is revealed to be gay. You may think, well, you know, nowadays it's not a big deal. You know, there's gay characters, you know, in all media. But back then, in the 90s, early 90s at that, 1992, 93, this wasn't commonplace. And for a mainstream, you know, comic company like Marvel Comics, probably the top company in the world at the time, to put out a character, you know, he's not an A-lister, but still, to even, you know, do that was a big deal. And this is, you know, to me, it's an important issue just because of the, you know, the times we live in now. Mutant X number 1. This is Alex Summers' Havoc. This is his run here. I'd never checked this out, and got it for $1, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. Now I've got some New Mutants to show off here. New Mutants is a series I'm trying to wrap up. I've got about 50 or so issues, so I need about 50 or so more. Luckily for me, I've already got the key ones, all the harder to get ones as far as, you know, money wise goes. So I've got, you know, Deadpool's first appearance, Cable's first appearance, Legion's first appearance, Psylocke's first appearance. So I've got all those, X-Force's first appearance. So now I'm just filling in the gaps. And here's New Mutants number 28. Number 30, this is a Secret Wars 2 tie-in issue. Number 33, it's got Warlock on the cover going mad apparently. The new X-Men Legends figures, if you've noticed those or haven't noticed, they all come with a piece to build a bigger character, and the new X-Men Legends series is coming with pieces to build Warlock, so that's pretty neat. New Mutants number 35, Magneto's in charge. This is, I believe, when Magneto took over the school and led the New Mutants. He does that up until issue 75, and then he leaves and actually takes over the Hellfire Club from Sebastian Shaw. And the last New Mutants issue, number 37, also a Secret Wars 2 tie-in issue. Wolverine Gambit Victims, number 1. Wolverine Blood Hungry. This looks to be, I think, a collection from the Marvel Comics Presents story that ran with Wolverine versus Cyber. And now some X-Men. X-Men number 57, The Sentinels Live. X-Men 59, The Last X-Men. Boy, this one was classified as a reader copy. And sometimes I wonder if, I mean, you know, a reader copy, that's just a nice way to almost say that it's kindling for a fire. Really beat up. I mean, just torn up. Looked like someone folded it up and stuck it in their wallet. It's really a bad copy. But, hey, I'm not complaining here. I got it for like $5, so. And I'm trying to fill up, you know, collect all the X-Men. So, just having a little fun with it. X-Men number 65, also a rough copy. This is getting closer and closer to where they start into the reprints, which goes on for a few years up until issue 94, where they start over with basically the new team. It's kind of funny because nowadays, if this happened, if this was going on now, that when they got to the new team, it would have just started over with a number 1 issue instead of just going on like it did with issue 94. It would have completely started over from scratch. So it's just it's funny to see how things, you know now versus then, how basically it just would keep going, with the numbering. And now, you get any slight change, if you get a creative team change or a new team, or a new character taking over, Ironheart for Iron Man, you just completely start from scratch all over again to get that number 1 issue and get that sales boost there for a couple months. Now on to DC, which basically is just Wonder Woman and Batman here. Wonder Woman, surprisingly for me, I never got into Wonder Woman, but my wife started getting into it, and so I decided to start reading Wonder Woman, and I really enjoy it. We have issues all the way from the first volume to the Rebirth series now, and this volume 2 run here, it's got some of the best covers, for a hero out there, and some of the, great artists that covered her during that run. This is number 87, which one of those awesome covers here. Batman Annual number 13 from 1989. Batman 455. This is, I guess, a loose wedding cover. Me and my wife collect wedding covers, so I'll get anything that's got a bride on it, or just your classic Mary Jane, Peter Parker type, wedding, just where it's focused on the couple. And I plan on doing a wedding haul, in the future. Nowhere near, nowhere soon, but in the future I do, later on this year, and show off all my wedding covers. This one here, I don't know if that's a ghost or someone in a costume or exactly what's going on. But if Scooby-Doo has taught me anything, is that is someone in a costume, and they've probably got two masks on. Batman number 458, got the Hunchback on that with a mob after him. He's Harold. He's hated, hunted, despised, and he may be Batman's best friend. Batman number 460, Catwoman cover. Detective Comics Annual number 3, dark, brooding, gothic cover here. Detective Comics 582. Detective Comics 586. Batman laid out, looks like in the sewers. I don't know if that's rats. I don't know who that's supposed to be there. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight number 2. I have number 1, so I wanted to get the rest of the Shaman storyline, and I did get those, each for $1 a piece. So number 2. There's number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Alright, here's a minor key. Batman Incorporated, number 8. This is the issue where Damian Wayne is killed. Spoiler alert, he's back to life and still being a little jerk as he always was. But in this issue, he does die. So I was glad to get it. And the follow-up issue, number 9. You can see Batman looking over a dug grave, I'm sure, for Damian. And now I've got the, I guess the major key. Now, it's not major, but it's not like the first appearance of Spider-Man or anything. But to me, it's a book that I've always wanted to get, and I finally got it. And one of my favorite characters, Tales of the Teen Titans, number 44. First appearance of Nightwing. Always loved Nightwing ever since I started as a kid buying Batman comics, when I seen that Dick Grayson had become he had graduated from Robin to become his own hero as Nightwing. I've always just loved that. And he's just a really cool character. And I'm very, very proud to have this book. It's not, I'd probably say it's a fine minus copy, maybe. But I've heard lots of great things about the Judas Contract, and I already have one issue of it, so if I can get the rest of them, I'll probably read it. I think it is a Deathstroke story, and then you've got Jericho here also on the cover. Very, very happy to have that issue. Alright guys, that's it for my haul this time. Later on this week, I'll have the Wednesday books that I'll get. I'll either post it Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm going to do a Wolverine haul and show off some Wolverine books from X-Men, Wolverine, and just different Wolverine covers, just to celebrate the Logan movie that comes out this week. And I'm very much looking forward to watching that. It's got probably the best reviews of any of the X-Men movies, and I can't wait to see it. So, until next time, guys, thanks.